There's one question that the world wants to know. I'm pretty sure you
I
know
don't even
what
want
it
to
is.
know what this question is.
Why are you single?
Why am I single? That's an interesting question. I think I might write something on that. But I think the long and short of it is when people talk about like these different journeys that they go through. For this version of Asia to sit before you, I don't know that she could be married. I don't know that she could be in a relationship because I don't know that I would have had the time to give to another person the way that I would want to and to still accomplish this journey. So as I've been selfish in pursuit of what I want and being showing up for myself the way that I need it to be, that hasn't always worked well in a relationship. And as I've gotten older and as I continue to get older, people tend to associate that with something being wrong with you or you being crazy or you being something other than incredible.
American
And
standards.
so, yes, of what it should look like. You know, once I became a mother, and I have a son, my life just really changed. And it was no longer about me pleasing other people. It's about what my legacy was going to look like and what I wanted to create for us. And that became more important than what people think about me or how people need me to show up for them.
Yeah.
So now I'm looking for a team, and that partnership isn't always accepted well by, you know, just the outside world and the men that I'm interested in dating. It's either I don't have enough time or they don't have enough time, and we, you know, it's just been an interesting scenario. However, that does not change the men that are around and, you know, the wonderful people that I know. It just means that it's going to need to be right for me so that it can be right for us.
So whatever man was just looking at that, if you can stomach all of that, well, you can just give her a call.
Yeah.
You can visit her at, is it Asia Field?
No, afieldstories.com is my website.
afieldstories.com. Don't
Yes.
hit her up on there. you
Right.
know. Get in her circle, you know, come to a book signing, you know.
But there are
show
lots
up.
of single women. Like, can I give a shameless plug that I didn't
Oh, absolutely.
write The Last Single Sister for myself or about me? I wrote it for anybody who finds themselves at a certain age and that they're single, right?
Yeah.
I don't think that that's just about a woman. I think men find themselves in those circles as well,
Yeah.
where you're the last single person and everyone has these families or they're moving on, and how, you know, your life changes as a result of being the single person, right? What you get invited to, what you don't get invited to, how people talk about you, how your experiences and interacting with them change.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a shout out. So like one of the things that I'm working on now is a single tribe and what that will look like in terms of the book and people just feeling comfortable being single, and it's okay.
Absolutely. And I
Yes.
would say in response to that, on the single guy side, American standards sometimes shape people's reality when it's not a reality. It's only reality in this country. You know, I had to learn that with myself and getting into success. You know, one of the first things you learn in high school, you go to school to go to college, to get a house, to get married.
Right.
And that's just a 1-2 step. And then living in your mom's basement is a bad thing to an extent.
Right,
You can
exactly.
be making 6 figures, and maybe that's your plan.
Exactly.
You know? I read a story in India of a guy who, he's very successful. I think he's a millionaire, and he's got his whole family in his house. That's his choice, though. You know.
And I love that.
Yeah, and I mean, success is not isolating yourself from everybody that supported you in the
Right.
first place. You know, it's just a choice.
And I just
So-
think that the woman that I am now, you wouldn't have wanted to marry me back then, because that woman didn't know anything. She didn't know what she wanted. She didn't know where she wanted to go, what she wanted to do. She had no vision, right? This woman right here, completely different woman.
Right.
This one right here knows everything. It's like,
She got it.
yeah, she got it. Like,
got it.
yeah.
All Asian. Amen. Amen. So well, Asia, 'cause, you know, we could talk for hours, but
I know.
we're gonna have to wrap it up. So you just tell people what's next.
What's next? So I'm working on a couple of projects. And so I'll be excited to release those. I think that's what's next. I don't always like to share because then people are holding me accountable for like these projects to come. Just know that they're coming. I've been trying to be very consistent about putting out projects, and so you can see that. What's next is our movie. Like, we're making something, so that's what's next.
Yep.
So you can look out for that collaboration between us, and I think now growing the brand. At this point, we all need to grow and develop so that people can see and we build a community around what we're creating. I think that there are the voices that we have that people need to hear, and that these voices are important, and they tell our stories. And I'm a Black woman telling Black women stories, and I'm excited, and Black men stories, and just Black people in general, and I'm excited about that.
Amen.
Yeah.
Well, that's it, Asia. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Thank you for
thanks
believing in me. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
This has been a journey.
Yeah.
So stay tuned.